Where's that? Knott's Berry Farm.
All right. Check.
Yep. Are we good? Are you done? Are you ready?
Almost.
Didn't want to put that by the mic. We're good. Go ahead. Welcome to the Juls
and Darrel
Chaos Show. All right. Okay. Go ahead. No, wait.
It's cold outside and she hands me my raincoat.
Okay, now you can do it. I had to hear his voice. I'm sorry. We're already going to be totally copyrighted for this anyway, so who cares?
Whatever.
Anyways, if you couldn't tell by the thumbnail, not necessarily the thumbnail, but the title, it is 90's night. We've been hitting up the 80s, so I figured we'd play along with the 90s and the song as well. So
that'd be fun.
What?
I like the 90s too.
I know. The 90s were good. We were kids in the 80s, young to mid-teens in the 80s. We were older teens and in our 20s in the 90s. So, come on.
We got married in the 90s.
We started a family in the 90s.
Yeah,
the 90s were good.
Music was all right in the 90s, but the 80s just
rules. I love 90s music.
I like it too. There's stuff I like.
Specifically, alternative and that kind of. And I was more into grunge. So, that's where I was really into Soundgarden and Nirvana and
yeah. 90s definitely, Silverchair and
right
stuff. Yeah.
So, anyways, I printed up it's called Water Cooler Trivia, and I will link the trivia quiz in the description box below if you want to play along. We will probably not get to all the questions. There's 169 1990s trivia questions ranked from easiest to hardest. It was updated last year. I did separate the pages and made it to where both of us, because I'm going to give Darrel one and I'm going to keep one, where we both have, I'll have page 1, 3, and you'll have 2, 4, you'll have all the even pages and I'll have the odd pages. It doesn't really matter. I will say this, some of the questions, if you feel like they are not needed to be asked, then don't ask.
Yeah, because I'm missing 1 through 5.
Well, that's what I said. I have 1 through 4 right here.
And I have the answer to number 5.
4. No, you have the answer to number 4. I won't ask that question because you have the answer. And actually, a couple of mine are covered on the first page. So I don't even know how well I'm going to be asking at least the first page. So, but if you find a question is not worth asking, then don't. But let's see how well we know the 90s. Who wants to go first?
I don't care.
I'll let you go first. I went first last time.
All right. I'm just looking at the answers.
Oh,
to see if I want to ask the question. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, that kind of makes sense. All right, that works.
I'm not going to read the whole question.
Right, because the questions are kind of long.
Yeah.
And I have my magnifying glass more for light than anything.
Yeah.
Although, actually, can I have your flashlight? It might be a little bit easier.
Yeah.
Because I'm a weirdo and I can't read when it seems dark to me. Go ahead.
All right.
Oh, yeah, much better.
What African American author
Author
and activist was beaten by Los Angeles police in 1991 when the police officers were not convinced in their 1992 trial, despite video evidence of the incident. The ruling
that would be
on
Rodney
this
King,
man's
wouldn't
charges
it?
Started the Los Angeles
Rodney King
riots.
It was Rodney King,
which were way more hardcore than the wimpy riots that are going
stop
on
it!
now.
I don't even want to talk about the riots going on right now.
Those people are wimps compared to that. People lost their lives.
Oh, I'm sure people lost
riot.
their lives. Well, we're not going to get into it. We're not going to get into it. My turn.
Who was it?
I said Rodney King.
Got it.
I was answering the question before you even finished asking.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. What 1997 N64 video game, widely cited as one of the greatest of all time, features James Bond up against a criminal syndicate and is named after the 1990 film in the Bond franchise?
007.
No. Okay, you got it. Yeah, they're all James Bond 007, but they have...
Oh, like the
the title, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
It was 1995.
After Dark.
GoldenEye.
GoldenEye. Gosh, dang it. Video game people are going to punch me in the face.
Right?
Look at all these video games I have too. And like N64, I don't have any stuff.
Do you not really?
I sold it.
Oh.
Yeah, I sold my N6, and that wasn't a console I really grew up with, but Mario Kart for that console is pretty awesome. So, yeah.
All right, next question.
My turn?
Yeah.
All right. What logistics company, orange and purple corporate logo was created in 1994 and has hidden arrow between the two?
FedEx.
Yeah. Yeah, letters.
Sorry,
So
I don't mean to yell into the phone. Oh my God, or the phone, the mic. Yeah, FedEx, and it's an arrow in between Fed and X.
Yeah.
You can't unsee it. All right, are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not going to ask that one. Oh, I don't even need to ask you really. After the breakup of Nirvana in 94, it wasn't really a breakup. Anyways, Dave Grohl went on to found what alternatively named Seattle band?
Foo Fighters.
Of course.
All right, let's see here. Oh, this one will go right along with that.
Okay.
Now 31 years old, Spencer Eden is most famous as the baby swimming toward a dollar bill on the iconic cover of what 1991 Nirvana album.
And it Nevermind?
Yes.
I'm like, how many times do I need to say Nevermind?
Yeah. Well, for our YouTube watchers, I'm not going to let me say the whole question.
I'll let you say the whole question. All right, fine. All right, are you ready?
Yeah.
You should get this one. Aunt Viv's husband, Uncle Phil, runs for Superior Court judge against his former law school mentor in an episode of what 1990 sitcom?
The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air?
Yes.
Yeah. Uncle Phil? Yeah.
Aunt Viv? I mean,
do the Carlton dance for us. It's not unusual to be in love with anyone.
I don't know how. I can't do it sitting down. Oh my gosh.
All right. Irish singer-songwriter. Don't forget to hold your answer.
Okay.
Irish singer-songwriter Sinead O'Connor received a lifetime ban from Saturday Night Live after ripping up a photograph of what world figure during her 1992 performance.
That would be the Pope. Pope. I don't know what his name was.
No, Pope John.
I don't remember what his name was.
John Paul II.
Okay.
Yeah.
It was the Pope.
Yeah.
Okay. What numerically named 1990 film about two detectives tracking down a serial killer was the second feature film directed by David Fincher?
Dragnet.
Let me repeat the question. What numerically named 1995 film?
7.
Very good.
Okay.
like Dragnet. Isn't that 80s anyways?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was 80s. So I should have known. Whatever. What's the name of the fictional 56-carat blue diamond that appears in the movie Titanic?
I'm dropping this stuff.
Apparently, the name also describes the place the diamond ends up at the end of the film.
Okay, is the heart of the ocean.
Yeah. Yeah.
My mom would have a cow if I didn't know what that was.
Can you say the other term for it?
The Hope Diamond? No.
Le Cum Plelier.
Oh,
Whatever.
yeah, no.
I don't even.
No.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. What were the names of the two rappers who were the focal points of the East Coast and West Coast hip hop rivalry? Goodness. That ultimately led to both of their unaliving in the mid 1990s. Two really famous hip hop rappers that are no longer with us because they were taken out in the 90s.
Taken out, like killed?
Yes.
Tupac?
And
Biggie?
Biggie Smalls. Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. The most successful pinball machine of all time has sold over 20,000 units since its early 1990s release. Like many pinball machines, its theme was based off of pop cultural phenomenon and contains objectives such as the mansion, graveyard, thing, and Fester's tunnel hit. What piece of pop culture is this machine designed around?
The Addams Family.
Yes.
Set in Detroit, what 1990s sitcom featured real-life identical twins, Tia and Tamara Mowry, siblings who were separated at birth and reunited as teenagers?
Not Full House?
No. No. And I want to say, wasn't Full House in the 80s?
I don't know.
No, was it 80s or 90s? Alexa, when did Full House air?
Full House premiered on September 22nd, 1987.
So it was in the 80s. She said 1987. So it was in the 80s, but I don't know when it ended. But no.
So twins from the 90s?
Yeah, they were twins. They played sisters that were separated at birth and reunited as teenagers. I would know this one.
The Parent Trap. I don't know.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Sister.
I wouldn't have guessed that in 1,000 years.
Okay, go ahead.
All right, let's see. In 1997, David Wolf became the first American to vote from where a Texas state law enabled him to do so.
The name doesn't even sound familiar. Prison? No? And I don't know. Another country?
Space.
Oh, space. Oh, gosh. Now I feel dumb. Okay. Okay. Also in 1997, what was a big hit on the long play charts for Nick Carter, AJ McLean, and others?
Backstreet Boys?
Yes.
Whoa. I just guessed.
Well, yes.
Yeah. All right. For Harry and Lloyd, every day is a no-brainer. It's a tagline that appeared on posters for what 1994 Jim Carrey movie?
I'd be really dumb if I didn't know the answer to that one. But I'm not. Although I could say I'm dumb and dumber.
We saw that in the drive-in, remember?
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember
Yes,
what
I do.
movie we saw it with?
No, I don't, actually.
Batman Forever.
Was it really?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know we were in my, I want to say my Escort, my blue one,
Yep, and we backed it in
and
and then
popped up the hat.
Yeah, and we put the seats down and made a bed in the back, and when Dumber was
Dumb and
going,
Dumber.
you were like, shut up. Because I was like embarrassing the crap out of you. Because I was laughing so hard
loud.
at Jeff
Right.
Daniels during the bathroom
Yeah,
scene.
no.
Yeah,
All right. Are we ready?
yeah.
Let's see. What 1996 romantic comedy was nominated for 5 Academy Awards and was the origin of the following quotations? Show me the money. Help me help you. You had me at hello. Okay, I will say this. You had me at hello was said by Renee Zellweger. Show me the money. Do you want me to tell you another?
I'm not getting anything.
Okay, so I cannot Cuba. I can't say his name.
Cuba Gooding Jr.
Junior. Thank you.
That's my phone.
Is it an alarm? It has to be. Anyways, he was I want to say football
It was
player.
a text.
He was a football player, and he's the one that was screaming at his agent to show him the money. Say, show me the money. Do you need another hint?
1990.
Okay.
90s.
Let's see. I think Renee Zellweger, if I remember the movie correctly, I think she has a little boy with glasses, and I want to say
This has no
it's
picture in my
nothing.
head whatsoever.
Okay. Let's see. I will give you a hint as to who is the main lead.
Who?
He's in every Mission Impossible.
Tom Cruise?
Uh-huh.
Still nothing.
Nothing?
Nope. I bet you I've never seen it.
Okay. Jerry Maguire.
Never seen it.
Yes, you have, because I've seen it. I've watched it.
I couldn't tell you how it starts, what it's about, the ending, none of that. I have no
Nothing.
idea.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, moving on.
What was the 2-word name for the American campaign that liberated Kuwait following an Iraq invasion in 1990? The U.S. led a coalition of 39 countries in the effort.
Wait, what? Say that again?
What was the 2-word name for the American campaign that liberated Kuwait following an Iraq invasion in 1990. The U.S. led a coalition of 39 countries in the effort.
Okay, I know I should know that. All that's coming to my head is like the Gulf War. But what was it?
Desert Storm.
Thank you. Okay. Now, yes, I feel really stupid because I do remember it was the Gulf War. I'm like, but Desert Storm, right? All right. Her life tragically cut short in 1995 by a former employee. What Texas-born, one-named singer was known as the Queen of Tejano music?
Selena.
I knew that you were going to, if you didn't get that one, I would have thrown something at you.
Anything for Salinas.
Okay. All right, go ahead. Go ahead.
Let's see.
And just keep in mind that these questions are getting harder as we go along.
Yeah, I'm looking at the answers going, what?
What?
I don't like none of these.
Oh, that was hot. My coffee's hot. That's really good, though. Says a lot for my cup. Anything? Okay. He's got a snarky look on his face. I don't know if you can see it really clearly, but that was snarky. If I don't get this right, I'm in trouble.
This one's for our friends.
Okay.
In the 1990s, the majority of immigration of South African healthcare professionals was what European power?
What, the UK?
Damn, you got it. Yeah.
Okay. Oh my gosh. All right. All right. What space telescope became notorious for its technical issues thanks to a badly installed mirror immediately after it was launched into orbit in 1990?
All right. What? Say that again.
Okay. Let me just say this. Think of the most famous Hubble. I just gave it to you. Telescope. What space telescope became notorious for its technical issues thanks to a badly installed mirror immediately after it was launched into orbit in 1990? What is the only space telescope that you can think of at the top of your head without even knowing that?
I didn't know they had telescopes up there.
You've heard this. And I actually said it without saying it without being. I accidentally said it. There we go. Are you ready? Hubble Space Telescope. You've never heard of Hubble Space Telescope? Tongue-tied here. Oh my gosh.
That's Greek to me.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. And I'm not even that. I mean, I'm fascinated by space and us being out in, sending stuff out there, but I even know the Hubble telescope. That's crazy that you don't. All right, next question.
My turn?
Yeah.
60 years after it was taken, the famous surgeon's photograph purported to be what cryptid was finally exposed by a hoax in 1994. 60 years after it was taken, the famous surgeon's photograph purported to be of what cryptid was finally exposed as a hoax in 1994.
I want to say alien, but I mean, no. That's not a
Loch
cryptid.
Ness monster.
Okay. I'm like going, that's not a cryptid. A surgeon's photo? Oh, okay. It's all clicking. So that infamous photo of the Loch Ness monster, you know, the grainy photo that you've seen, was taken by a surgeon. Like he took the picture and sent it out and whatnot. And yeah, it turned out to be a hoax. That photo is not real.
Yeah.
So the Loch Ness monster does not exist.
Yeah.
According to that. I don't know. What do you think? What do you believe? Do you believe that the Loch Ness monster exists?
Yeah, and so does Bigfoot. No.
All right. What Green Bay Packers quarterback of the 1990s and 2000s played in a record 297 consecutive regular games?
Brett Favre.
Very good. Finally.
All right. In one of the world's most famous cases of insurance fraud, the Beverly Hills ophthalmologist Steve Copperman faked the 1999 theft of two paintings worth millions of dollars. They were being stored in a Cleveland storage locker to claim a $12.5 million insurance payout. With one guess, name either one of the two artists behind the stolen works.
Picasso? Oh my God.
Who's the other one? Who's the other one? I'll give you a hint. Leonardo DiCaprio loves his work in the Titanic. She has his painting. He's all, what a waste of money.
No, that was Picasso. Yes, it was. Pablo Picasso.
Nope.
Wait. Monet?
Monet. Yeah. Monet. I love his work.
Right. Cause okay, I vaguely they were both in the tight because I remember her saying something like it's something Pablo Picasso.
Yeah, yeah, both of those names were brought up.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Oh. Zig-a-zag. What word for a person who aspires to look or act like someone else is the title of the only Spice Girls song to hit #1 on the U.S. Billboard charts?
Damn.
Okay.
Hold on.
No, I was just going to reread it.
I'm trying to think of their #1 song. Oh my gosh.
Do you want me to kind of reread it? No?
No. Spice Girls. What is it?
Wannabe?
If you want to be my lover. Yeah, stupid song. Yeah.
I was trying to reread the part that said, what word for a person who aspires to look or act like someone else to help you.
What is the flavorful stage name of Robert Van Winkle, who contributed Ninja Rap to the soundtrack of the 1990 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie?
Flavorful? Oh, Flavor Flav. No? No, he would be 80s. No? Okay. I feel dumb.
Vanilla Ice.
Oh, dude. I could have gone to Ice Tea or Ice Cube. I'm like, dang. Okay, let's see. Bart gets hit by a car, and Reality Bites are 1990s episodes featuring ambulance chasing lawyer and real estate agent Lionel Hutz on what TV series?
Cheers.
No, that's 80s. Okay, listen to the titles again. Bart gets hit by a car, and Reality Bites are 1990s episodes featuring ambulance chasing lawyer and real estate agent Lionel Hutz on what TV series? Bart gets hit by a car.
Bart. And a 90s TV show.
You're going to feel really dumb.
Bart.
Last
It's
name.
not Simpson.
Yes.
The Simpsons?
Yes.
Oh, my. All right. I'm thinking of like a real, like, whatever.
I literally am like, Bart gets hit by a car. I don't even watch The Simpsons, and I would know that.
What British man received 2 Oscar nominations for acting roles in the 1990s for playing 2 different American presidents? The presidents were Richard Nixon and John Quincy Adams.
A British actor that played Richard Nixon and John Quincy Adams in the 90s.
If I give you this one hint, you would guess it like that.
I'm trying to think what movies were where presidents were in.
I wouldn't guess this, but I love this guy and the other films.
You love this guy in the other films.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, as in his other movies?
Yes.
That does not help me at all.
If I say genius, he's FBI.
What? FBI? One more hint.
Hold on. Let's see.
Am I gonna feel stupid?
Benjamin Raspel.
What? He's giving me the stink eye big time. Okay.
Seek out an old friend of mine, Benjamin Raspel.
Oh. Anthony Hopkins.
Yes. Silence of the Lambs, Red Dragon, Hannibal.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh. So, all right. In 1997, Diana, Princess of Wales, died in a car crash that took place in a tunnel in which European capital city?
London.
No. Where was she? She wasn't even in England at that time. She was in another country.
Paris?
Yes. And that literally happened right after Jared was born. Our son was born in July, and let's see. Gosh, it was like August was my cousin's passing. September was hers. She passed away in September, didn't she?
I don't remember like the month, but
it was like right there.
Yeah.
And Michael Hutchinson also passed away right then. I very distinctly remember. All right, your turn.
All right, in the beginning of this show, you said you loved 90s grunge, so you better get this one.
Oh, God, no.
What is the name of the lead singer of the grunge band Alice in Chains who battled addiction throughout his touring days and died of a drug overdose in 2002?
Lane Stanley.
Yeah.
Okay, so I went to Lollapalooza. It had to have been 94, and it was in August, and I went with my best friend, Missy, and she was pregnant at the time. And Alice in Chains was headlining, and it was in LA. It was hot summer, and there was really no shade or nothing. And like I said, she was pregnant, and she got to a point where she couldn't feel the baby moving, and so she was scared, and we left early. She had Melanie in October. We left during Arrested Development, and I never got to see Alice in Chains.
All right. What's your question?
Oh, okay. Sorry, that was a little sidetrack. Oh, too bad I can't ask that one because.
Why can't you?
Because half the question's not there.
Oh.
Okay, let's see. Having a golden era in the 1980s and 1990s, how many Super Bowls have the San Francisco 49ers won in their history?
Zero.
Obviously not.
Who gives a shit?
Okay. Every
I don't know.
Every 49ers fan that exists.
Yeah.
I'm like, jeez. 5. There was 5. They won 5.
All right. The official state bird of Georgia was the mascot for what Atlanta NHL hockey team that played from 1999 to 2011?
Who? What? And Atlanta?
Atlanta what?
I'm going to feel really dumb. Because I'm drawing a blank.
I have a skateboard shirt.
A skateboard shirt? Thrasher?
Yeah.
Thrasher? Atlanta.
Plural.
Thrashers?
Yeah.
Is that a...
Atlanta Thrashers.
That's a bird?
Yeah.
I didn't know that there was a bird that was... Anyways, okay. Now I don't feel dumb because I don't remember the Atlanta Thrashers. They were... Were they... Okay. Were they NHL? I don't remember.
The official state bird of Georgia was the mascot for what Atlanta NHL hockey team?
Why don't I even... I don't even remember that team. And we did go to hockey games.
Well,
Shoot.
not then, because they were around from 99 to 2011.
Oh, okay. So they were past where we were really heavy going and stuff. Okay. All right. You should get this one. If you don't, I'm gonna hit you. Which 1990 Christmas classic started out as an idea that came to John Hughes while he was planning a family vacation?
Christmas Vacation?
Is that 90s? This is 1990. And, okay, no, but...
Home Alone.
Thank you.
Okay. But he did do Christmas Vacation.
Did he? I don't remember.
John Hughes did that.
Okay.
All right. Hold On. Don't Let Go Love and Free Your Mind were 1990s pop 10 hits
and
for what all girl group?
In Vogue.
In Vogue.
I Okay, this one is kind of a dumb question considering, but let's see if we can. In what decade did the city of Portland's population cross the 500,000 mark for the first time?
Portland, Oregon?
Yeah, in what decade?
How in the
In
world
what decade?
would I know that?
In what decade? What decade are we discussing?
90s.
Thank you. Literally, I'm like going, how
I thought
could you
maybe
not?
it wanted like a specific...
No, it said in what decade?
Okay.
The 1990s. Like, what kind of a question is that to put in a 90s? I mean, is that like a trick question, I guess? Go ahead.
All right, I have one more question for you.
Oh, boy.
And then I'm done with this paper because these other ones are just stupid. Well, maybe this one. You might know it.
Okay.
Drawing comparisons to the Brady Bunch, what 1990s sitcom started Patrick Duffy and Suzanne Summers as single parents, each with 3 children, to marry to create a blended family?
I know. I've seen it. I know this. Oh, I'm so mad because she was pregnant. Suzanne Summers, her character was pregnant.
Well, it said that.
I didn't even hear you say that. I'm sorry.
Wait. Oh, never mind. But
I don't remember. Oh my gosh, this is gonna make me mad. It's gonna
I'll
make
give
me
you
mad.
a hint. New Kids on the Block had a song title that was exactly the same.
Oh, God. It's like step by step.
Yes. Wow. Because when I saw that, I thought it was going to be...
Well, but
like,
okay, New Kids were 80s. Yes, they were 80s.
They were 90s too.
Well, I'm sure they were.
They
but
went
I mean,
from like 88, 89, 90. Like they were right.
they're still
in there.
going.
Late
but,
80s, early 90s. Like,
all right.
but, all right.
Let's see. I am going to try. Oh, here we go. The real life Torrance High School in Southern California played the fictional Sunnydale High on what TV series of the late 90s and early 2000s?
Torrance?
Yeah, Torrance High School, the real life high school in Southern California, played the fictional Sunnydale High on what TV series? Okay, so the TV series was based on a movie from, I want to say the movie was in the 80s.
I don't have a clue.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Let's see. If I tell you who it is, you might get it. You may not.
I don't know.
So the lead character, female, has been in several horror movies. One of them being I Know What You Did Last Summer.
Jennifer Love Hewitt?
No.
She's not in a lot of horror movies.
Okay. So she does a lot of supernatural kind of stuff. Well, yeah. She was also in another movie that was based off of a cartoon.
I don't know.
Sarah Michelle Gellar.
Wouldn't have guessed that.
Okay, you still didn't. That's not the answer. That's the lead actress.
I don't know.
Okay, so, all right, I will say this. You should guess the movie that had Christy Swenson, I believe, is her name. And, oh gosh, what was his? He was in 8 Seconds. Luke Perry.
90210?
Okay, yeah. What's a movie that he was in other than
8 seconds.
Other than 8 seconds? Paul Rubin was also in this movie. Oh my gosh.
Not Blow.
No.
Pee Wee Herman's been.
No, I'm trying to get you to guess the movie because I know you've
trying to
seen it.
think.
Okay, Supernatural. Think Supernatural. You know, like
I'm trying to think a supernatural movie with Paul Rubens in it.
oh, you're gonna laugh when you realize what it is.
What is it? I don't know.
He okay, Paul Rubens dies in the movie and he does the overacting of his death scene. Buffy.
Wait. Oh God. Yeah.
Buffy the
All right.
Vampire
Yeah.
Slayer.
All right. Yeah.
What-
Yeah.
So that's the 90s sitcom. Any
And then
more?
I have one more. This was the last one I was going to ask you, but prior to the 1990s, fewer than 25% of all drugs prescribed in the U.S. of what group of people were tested for safety and efficiency in their population? This was due to ethical concerns around testing, which were not somewhat resolved until 1997 when incentives were granted that gave pharmaceutical manufacturers a 6-month patient extensions if they expectedly trialed this group while drug testing.
What?
Yeah, that's the stupidest question I ever heard in my life.
Okay, can you have like?
Hold on.
Are you gonna reread the question?
I'm going to let you read it, and I'm going to take the answer off.
Oh, okay.
Okay, read the last one.
Yeah, of course. You ripped part of the question.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did. What is all the it's missing that.
Oh, crap. Well.
All
here,
right. Prior
here.
to the 1990s, fewer than
Can you
25%.
put that with it? They don't call it the Chaos Show for nothing, huh?
Prior to the 1990s, fewer than 25% of all drugs prescribed in the U.S. for what group of people were tested for safety or efficiency in their population. This was due to ethical concerns around testing, which were not somewhat resolved until 1997, when incentives explicitly trialed this group while drug testing.
Yeah, stupid.
It's okay. So it's asking what the group was.
Just answer the question. Just answer the question.
No, I never did it. We are not
You're a
playing in the 80s. Leave a comment if you know where that came from. What was that referencing? No, what's the answer? Because I honestly have no clue.
Children. Stupid.
That literally, I'm like, okay, all right. I'm still a couple of pages here. Take your ripped piece of garbage away. All right. Including the Oscar-winning You'll Be in My Heart, Phil Collins provided the songs for what vine-swinging 1990 Disney animated film?
Tarzan.
Bingo. In the 1990s, which American automaker was the center of major safety controversy when it was discovered that the Firestone tires they used for models like the Explorer were failing at an unusually high rate, leading to hundreds of deaths?
Ford.
Let's see. In the late 1990s, I don't know if you'll be able to get that. PepsiCo's Lay's brand. Oh, maybe not. In the late 1990s, PepsiCo's Lay's brand released a line of potato chips called Wow. Do you remember those?
No.
You don't remember those? Yeah, Wow chips, which was made with what trendy fat substitute? The first potato chip brand to do so. Since you don't remember the Wow chips, it's Ulstra. And people were getting physically affected by these chips, which is why we don't have them anymore, because they were having
side effects.
Yeah. Not really good ones either. Let me see if I can find one more that's going to be kind of... Oh, okay, here's a good one. Are you ready?
Okay.
When There's Trouble, You Call DW was part of the theme song to what early 1990s show from the Disney afternoon? Who's DW? I can't sing the song. I can hear it. No. Disney animation from the early 90s.
DW.
When There's Trouble.
Darkwing.
Thank you.
Darkwing Duck.
Yes. Oh my gosh. There's more questions, but I'm not going to ask anymore. I think we're good. Are we good? Are we done?
I'm looking for a 1990s song.
A specific song?
No, but this is the first one I stumbled upon, so I'm just going to do it.
All right.
What's up, man? Hey, yo, what's going on, yo? I'm sick and tired of 5 running up on the block, you know what I'm saying?
Do you remember this song?
Yeah, I do. Oh my gosh. All right. We hope you enjoyed today's video. We're out. We'll see you later. Bye.